Welcome to a new episode of Covens and Dragons. We are a group of crafters who met on the internet and decided that we wanted to try playing D&D together. My name is Colette and I am your dungeon mistress. We are adults playing an adult game, and as such there are warnings for, violence, language, sexual situations, potential drinking and or drug use. This is not a show that is recommended for children or people who are going to get upset about those types of things. Let's start with character introductions in alphabetical order. So that'll be Aniira first.
I play Aniira Corvus, a Tiefling rogue assassin that has severe daddy issues.
Atreya.
I play Atreya Galanodel, a wood elf sorcerer who has some pretty severe daddy issues.
Börghildr.
I am Christine. I play Börghildr Vancehammer, an Outlander dwarf barbarian who was raised by wolves and subsequently also has daddy issues, and enjoys hitting things with her emotional support hammer.
Yep. That is 3 for 3 with daddy issues. Coral is our Gnomish rogue. Rogue? Yeah, that's right. Who will not be joining us this session. I think she'll be here next week, though. And also has daddy issues, or more specifically, a daddy with issues. I lost
Not mutually exclusive.
NANO.
I'm Katie. I play NANO, who's an abnormally short forest gnome ranger that just really wants to know where babies come from and is a mother now herself because she has an egg.
Oh. Thalia.
I'm Margaux. I play Thalia Silverthorn, a half-elf cleric who is pious to the point of being annoying, also has daddy issues.
And last but not least is Verna.
My name is Jessie, and I play Verna Cobblepot, a chaotic bisexual stout plump halfling bard who runs on short patience and baked goods, and who has no issues with any of the various daddies. In fact, enjoys almost all of them.
Alrighty, and Allison's up for recap this week. What did we get into last session?
So last session we went into the caves. We learned from Buxton that there should be all of the leftover equipment, ladder, ropes, whatnot, from when they were mining in those areas. Thalia had an interesting interaction with Bishop Maxwell, which is only interesting if you don't live with her and know that she's got the hots for him.
Inappropriately.
Thalia also copied a map that we got from Buxton very poorly, and I had to work to interpret it the entire time. We did learn that the cave issue is kobolds, and that they like to set traps, but they aren't very good. They try to be MacGyver, and they're still learning. We murdered some kobolds. We found some eggs. We murdered some more kobolds. We smashed one egg. Nano stole one and put it in her bedroll. Her and Verna got in a fight about it in the middle of battle. That's where we left off with the end of that battle.
Yeah, that about.
For the record, we're still in a fight about it. That fight has not ended yet.
I assume that fight will end when we get a hold of the egg and smash it, and then Nana will be very upset because we killed her baby. We also had an interesting discussion about if fetuses are friends. We don't need to get into that.
All right. I'm dropping you guys back into the map. And I did add in some icons for the eggs, since I assumed that you guys would want to be dealing with them, and this makes it a little bit easier for you to see the situation. We did finish off with all of the kobolds dead.
I like that the eggs are fluorescent. It's very springy.
It was hard to find a color that stood out against the background.
It's very Easter-y. And like we're on an egg hunt, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
A very morbid egg hunt. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. So everyone is on the map. All good. We were out of initiative. So what would you guys like to do?
Smash some eggs.
I'd like to take my shovel and smash some eggs.
Mm-hmm.
With all of you.
Where are you guys? How are you tackling this?
Well, I'm already in there with Nano, and
Mhm.
maybe before I attempt to smash eggs, I'm going to give one last ditch attempt to tell Nano that, Nano, if you take that egg and it hatches, the kobolds will come back, and you will not be friends with all of your furry spider friends. They will be very mad at Nano for endangering their eggs.
I'm
And
gonna
they're so-
be good kobolds. They're gonna
No,
be
I don't.
kobolds.
They're vermin. I don't think it's possible.
No,
Yeah, I think it's
people-
kind of like cockroaches. You don't really want them as pets.
Yeah, they don't like yoga. They
They're
don't like cinnamon rolls.
the babies will. I'll make them like the cinnamon rolls.
I don't think they're capable. I think you're going to regret losing all of your spider friends. I think you're going to look back at this moment and think, oh, you know what? Verna was right, and Verna should have smashed my egg.
What if we take because the kobolds ate some of the spider eggs, right?
Yeah.
What if we take the kobold eggs to the spiders and let them?
No.
No, they'll just eat them.
Maybe they want to raise them. Maybe they miss their
Maybe
and they want to adopt because they can't have their own now because they were eaten.
then they would be raising their own predator. I just like maybe eating them is poisonous. I think the safest bet is to smash them until we know.
We've all had special magical dreams and seen how like owls can be raised by people and people can be raised by wolves. Wolves eat people and people can be raised by wolves, and that's a predator, and it worked out fine. Borgie is mostly normal.
Atreya is
get it.
walking into the main cave.
Nano is
Ew.
gonna move over to the side here and like try to throw her body over these two eggs to protect them, like
Okay.
caving herself over to try to protect these two eggs.
While she does
I'm
that, Atreya is going to take her shovel and smash this egg.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
You're killing,
I'm calling
you're killing my babies. Why won't you let me be a mommy?
Borgie for backup because we may need to like manhandle Nano a little bit to get this egg.
No.
Börghildr holds her and Verna like goes in.
Yeah, we can tag team this and smash some eggs.
I've got my body wrapped around them, so you're gonna have to hurt me to get these. Like, I am not giving these eggs up.
Pick you up like back your shirt with.
Borgie picks Nano up by the back of the shirt and
And
shakes
Nano-
her really hard.
Nano, like a claw machine, is holding on to the eggs. Wrap the body around
All right,
them.
let's get some contested strength rolls there for Nano and Borgie.
That's your ass, we will. Sure wish I was stronger now. Ooh, fuck me, it's a 6.
Ah, fuck me, I got a 6 too.
Nano has mommy strength. I should get advantage because I have mommy strength now.
Nano, was that you rolled a 6 or was that with your modifier?
It was a 7 minus 1.
Oh.
So, Borgie, don't you have rage or
Nano
something
wins
you can
the encounter.
enact right now?
Borgie tries to grapple Nano, and I mean, something about this like cave mildew. Nano's just kind of slippery.
Rolling around in bat shit.
Is it bat shit or is it kobold shit?
I was doing those somersaults through the cave and I'm covered in just cave juice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nano's juicy, and Borgie loses. Like you get her in your arms, and then she just like slips free somehow.
Little slippery eel.
I want to check really quick. I have a skill that I think will come in handy. That was a new addition at our level up.
Okay.
Yeah, while you're checking that, I'm taking my newest weapon, which is a club, and I'm gonna do what I had intended to do last time, and I'm picking up this egg right here. I can't get it to long. Come on, there we go.
That one.
And using my club like a baseball bat and smashing that egg.
Okie doke. Make an attack roll.
Let me show her. Where did it go?
Oh, did I need to make an attack roll for hitting mine with a shovel?
No,
I
because you
don't
weren't
know
doing
what my
anything special. You were literally just like smashing it, right?
Yeah.
Verna's trying to do a
Do fancy
soft
shit.
toss.
Yeah, I'm getting cocky because I'm pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't write down what the attack roll was for the club because it was something we picked up from some dudes, some homies.
It should just be strength, I think.
Just roll strength. Okay.
Well, it's your attack plus your strength plus. Do you have proficiency in clubs? I think bards usually have proficiency in simple melee weapons, which that would be a
Yeah,
simple melee
I
weapon.
do.
So strength plus proficiency.
Okay. Um, 17.
Yeah, Verna sends that egg.
Run.
It's going. It doesn't go that far because you're in a small enclosed room and it just smashes against the wall.
It would have been out of the park if we had been outside.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
And for the record, Verna, that would normally be 1d4 bludgeoning.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm writing it down.
Anyone else want to do anything, or are you just going to let this egg cave drama play out?
Hold on a second. I think I'm trying to look something up.
Nano,
Okay. Go ahead.
This is going to be a terrible idea. Nano wants to try to run away with these eggs. Nano wants to run alone. I regret it as I'm saying it. Katie does not.
Nano has to get past Atreya.
And
Yeah.
Börghildr.
I
And Aniira.
I would like to cast fuck, I can never say this word. Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy. Never would have gotten that. And can see, what is it? Harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
What are you trying to do?
Get everyone to stop being stupid.
Okay.
Okay,
Thalia...
I'm going to need you to define which of us are being stupid. The one smashing
Yes.
the eggs or the one protecting the eggs?
Whose side are you on?
Yes.
We need to know.
I'd be such a good mommy.
Or if the ground tremors will be bad, I could also live with the voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal.
You can do either or to try to get their attention. You wouldn't have any problem with that. Your call, really.
Do we need to roll saving throws?
No, because it's not going to do any damage.
It's just like it's a cantrip.
Okay, then I'm smashing this egg
So Talia's
with my
trying to
hand
get
axe,
your attention.
just on the ground.
Anyone
Yeah.
paying attention to Thalia, who just shook the ground to...
I'm just looking at her and begging her to help me. Help me.
I live with her and I'm used to this.
It feels like a Thalia temper tantrum to me, so I'm taking my hand axe and smashing this egg by me.
I'm still trying to shake Nano.
Smash.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Börghildr, we want to try to shake Nano again. You guys can make another contested strength roll.
Can I? So I have a spell.
Börghildr.
I think it's gotta be broken. How can I roll 2 1s twice in a row?
I rolled a 8. Well, a 9 minus 1, so.
Nano wins again. Slippery, slippery Nano.
Nano's trying to run away. So Nano has the eggs with her, which I can't really move
How
them.
can you carry the 2 eggs and the one in your pack? You're tiny.
Was securely in my bedroll, so then I've got the other 2.
But it's heavy.
They're coffee cup sized.
Yeah, I mean, it weighs about a coffee cup, and
Nano's drink a lot of coffee. Nano can hold a coffee cup all day long, and she often does. She probably really should see someone about her coffee issues.
I'm just saying that maybe if you are trying to run with 2 coffee cups in your hands, that
And also
it's going to be a
ground is
little bit
shaking.
difficult.
And
And
also
the ground
there's
is
a
still
bunch of
shaking.
dead guys.
And there's dead guys everywhere.
But you
And
fuckers
Atreya.
that
And
when
Atreya.
Nano got swifter and nimbler. I am a nimble little squirrely gnome.
okay. So, Nano, are you trying to run back down the path towards Thalia?
Yeah, because that's the only really opening, right?
Yeah, you'd have to go kind of like scramble over this dead guy. Come on.
As she's scrambling over the dead butt guy, I'm
And
going
then
to
to
try
the
and grab
middle.
her.
Yeah, both Börghildr and Atreya will get like attack of opportunity chances to grapple her. So that would
I
just be a
have a
strength check.
spell called Zephyr Strike that I don't really know how to use because we're not technically in combat right now,
Okay.
but it's a bonus action for me. I move like the wind, and until it ends, my movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and I get an extra 30 feet on my walking speed, and it lasts for 1 minute.
All right. Atreya and Börghildr do not get attacks of opportunity. Nano can scramble her
So I get
movement.
55 feet total, 25 plus 30.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Anytime
20.
you're going over a body, it'll take 2 times movement because you have to like scramble over them.
So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So that lands me and the 2 eggs next to Thalia.
Did we all just have a joint hallucination? Okay.
There was a
Making
gremlin.
sure.
What? Gremlin. What?
I am going to delete these 2 eggs. Nano now has 3 in her possession.
My God.
Can I double whammy these 2 behind me here so that I can take care of these before we go chasing after Dingleballs down there?
You
and
may smash 2 more eggs.
as I'm running, I'm screaming murderers.
I would like to cast Hold Person on Nano.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
All
right.
right.
So Nano needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
13.
What's your DC, Thalia?
Oh, wait. I have advantage on wisdom against magic. So this is a magic spell, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you get advantage, yep.
Oh, eat a dick. Natural 20 plus 2.
This motherfucker, I swear to God.
The universe wants me to have these eggs.
Yeah, clearly. This is
Who's got some rope? Does anybody have any rope?
Yeah, but before we get to the rope, I want to cast Chill Touch on Nano.
Okay.
You guys end up killing me.
In the right screen.
It'll be your own fault.
I also have a hunting trap. I'm just saying.
I'm already past you.
Well, throw it then.
You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Does a 19 hit you, Nano?
Sure does.
Then you take, if I'm reading this right, it's 5 plus 7, because you cast it at a higher level, Atreya?
I cast it at only level 1, so it would just be the 5.
Just the 5.
but I can't figure out how to make it only show up as just 5.
Okay. So you take 5 points of necrotic damage, Nano.
And you also, hold on, let me find where it is again. Because I haven't used this before. Where even is it? It creates a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of in Nano's space, and on a hit, you can't regain your points until the start of your next turn, and until then, the hand clings to you.
All of these things that I'm screaming at Nano, can I make it my vicious mockery cantrip?
We're doing like pseudo initiative, and you just smashed eggs. So Börghildr, do you want to do anything?
Yes, yeah, let me smash those other 2 eggs in the back.
There's 3 up there.
There's 3 still? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they're all in different spaces, so you could get 1 if you wanted to.
Okay, let me get 1
Okay.
with my hammer. And I smashed it.
Yeah, it goes splat. Everyone, Aniira, did you want to do anything as Nano runs towards you with a clutch full of eggs?
As a rogue, I have the sleight of hand skill, so can I try and swipe at least one of them from her?
You could run up to her and try to, yeah. Make a sleight of hand check. Nano, make a perception check.
All right. 15.
Nano doesn't notice as Aniira sneaks up behind and reaches in and pulls the egg out of Nano's sleeping pad. Aniira now has 1 egg, Nano still has 2.
Smash it, Aniira.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm just gonna kind of nonchalantly toss it over my shoulder, trying to so she doesn't see.
Will it break with a toss?
Yeah, they're eggs. I mean, if you toss an egg over your shoulder and it landed on a hard ground, it would break, yeah.
Yeah, they're just not coffee cup shaped or size. So ostrich eggs might not if you toss them over your shoulder. Yeah, they're stronger.
Also, goose eggs are not small.
Fucking
Okay.
geese.
I thought that what I was trying to Google would be really easy, and I'm struggling to find, probably because I'm Googling a very not liberal thing with liberal words.
Well, so Thalia did something. Everyone's had their chance. Nano, we're back to you if you had an idea of what you wanted to do.
I guess my movement speed should still be with the Zephyr Strike, right? Because we're theoretically still well within a minute.
Well within a minute, yep.
So I'm going to keep running.
And you'll still have to go over the difficult terrain of all the bodies that y'all piled up in that tunnel.
How does it work?
Can I ask, does the ghostly hand clinging to you freak you out at all?
I've been playing with cursed bones like they're a little toy rat.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Okay.
It's like a cool friend that I can shake hands with. And I'm so focused on defending my babies that I don't even know that I've noticed this hand is on me.
Okie doke.
All right. How does going past Aniira work?
I mean, there's space around her.
Okay, and I'm
Like
tiny.
over here. Goodness, why can I not click? There we go. So you can scoot around her, and with the Zephyr Strike, people don't get attacks of opportunity, so you can just scootle around.
So 5, 10, 15, 5, 35, 45, 55. Scrambling over that body.
Yep. Okay, Nano has 2 eggs, is unaware that she lost one. That's fine. Rest of party. Nano has fled around the corner. What are you doing?
I'm going to go smash another egg over here.
Okie dokie.
I don't want to leave these behind.
Verna and Börghildr, make death saves, please.
Make what?
Dex
Dex
saves.
saves. Got you.
I thought you said death saves, and I'm like, what?
So did I. I was like, hold on.
I might have. Okay. Whee. Okay, Verna, you take 14 points of force damage as the egg that you hit explodes.
No.
Börghildr, you
Awesome.
take half of that. So you take 7 points of force damage. And the last egg is also gone.
Hashtag worth it.
Maybe if y'all hadn't acted, maybe if you just listened to me, we could have avoided.
What were you gonna say?
We need to get our shit together because there are probably going to be more kobolds.
Where
With
is
one problem at a time here, kid.
Yeah,
We're not
Where-
coming back down here to kill these eggs.
they're gonna hatch, and then what? Then we will have more kobold.
where's the hole?
Stabby, stabby, shooty, shooty kind of kobolds.
No.
Also, let your cleric healer take damage.
Innocent baby.
I think we're all gonna survive. They were so far easy to defeat.
Yeah,
Where-
they hit hard, but they don't hit for a lot.
Yeah.
No.
Where is what hole?
The hole they came through.
Yeah. Can Börghildr fit through it?
So they would have been kind of just on the walls over here.
Here's what I'm trying to do. If I can fit through that hole, I want to go through it and see if I can
Oh, like if you end up over here.
if I could head
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, can we sneak through the hole and like end up on the trail or the other direction?
I'm going to follow Nano.
Okay, Thalia, you can follow Nano. It's 2 times your movement to go over the bodies because it's rough terrain, so just move yourself whatever your movement is. Verna, you used your turn for this quote round, smashing that egg. Börghildr, if you want to go over and try to find the hole, you can make an investigation check.
2.
It looks like a cave wall to you.
Dang.
This is like the labyrinth. You just have to walk straight ahead and you'll get right to the end of the labyrinth.
Atreya, anything?
I'm going to follow Nano out of the cave the normal way.
Okay, Aniira, anything?
I'm going to try and follow her as well.
Okie doke, go ahead and move yourselves.
Oh, and while I'm following Nano, I should say, Nano, be careful with your babies. They might explode.
I'm being very careful with my babies. I'm a good mommy.
They might explode.
They might explode. Nano.
Okay, Nano, we're back to you. What do you want to do?
I think I'm still just running with my eggs, trying to get ahead of everyone and keep my eggs. I'm very focused, so I'll keep going. So
Okie doke.
5, 20, 25, 30. This was like a thing I have to jump over, right?
The red box is a trap that you already triggered, so you're good.
Okay.
The pink boxes, once you get over to the out, you will have to avoid.
40, 45, 50. Oh, 55, sorry. There we go.
Nano is just like sprinting off like the wind.
We still have another part of the cave to check out.
You spooked Nano, I guess. Okay, what is the rest of the party doing as NANO rounds the bend and appears to be just leaving y'all in the dust?
Can I try an investigation check to see if I can find the hole since I'm right there?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
You find the hole. It's kind of partially collapsed. You're not exactly sure how they're digging these, but they don't, I mean, they're not enforcing them as they go. It's gonna be a very tight squeeze, but you can probably make it if you wanted to. Or you could just, walk around. Your call.
I'm going to walk around because I have a feeling that Nano is just going to go the way that Nano remembers that we came, which means that if I come out here, Nano's going the other direction, even though we need to go this way to make sure there's no more.
It doesn't really look like it's a shortcut at this point.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nano has forgotten the mission.
Okay, Verna. Borgie, you want to do anything?
We got all the eggs, right?
Yep. All the eggs in
Okay,
this
then
room.
then I'm just gonna start following Nano.
Okay. Verna, you can also move if you want to head out. Atreya, Thalia, Aniira, anything?
Can I use
Continuing
dash to
on.
make it a little further?
It's
Yeah.
still far. It's still.
You can
I'd be able
dash.
to move 60 if I use dash, so I'd be able to get that's about half of it there. I'm still trying to chase her through the hole or
Okay.
through the way we came in.
I don't think I
35 and
counted
35
right.
is 70.
I think I'm supposed to be like here.
Oh my god! I can't even find my little doodad person.
You're under a dead dude.
Oh, there we go.
Remember, it's half speed over bodies when you have to climb over them. Otherwise, you can move your normal speed. Unless you want to dash, then you can dash if you want.
Dashing gets me there.
Okie doke. Anyone else? Back to you, Nano.
I am having some internal. Hold on, Mom. I am having internal struggle because I'm gonna regret this so much. Nano is gonna run back the way we came, but Nano does not remember where the traps are because she just followed someone the first time, and I really hope I don't die. Guys, don't let me.
Okay.
It's almost if you had some help with people saving you the first time, huh?
Almost like that, but now
Almost.
and my babies are my focus. So
Nano
okay.
You
made.
know what we could have done, y'all? If we
Let's do
not. Sorry.
acrobatics check for going over
Oh.
the traps.
Okay.
Disadvantage because you don't have your arms for balance.
Nano, I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah. Nano,
There's
you're gonna
karma.
fall in this first trap and you won't be able to move the rest of your distance. You're gonna be stuck in the trap. Make a dex save to not drop your eggs.
Okay. Oh god, the dice were so good to me earlier, and now they're not. It's a 5 plus 5, so it's 10.
You dropped one of the eggs.
Does it break on the sharp sticks?
It does, yes.
You know what we could have done? We could have shot something in it that would make this little cave collapse and destroy all the eggs. But no.
Well, I thought
mean,
about
we
throwing
are
a javelin at her,
underground.
but
If we shot something to make the cave collapse, we very likely would have collapsed it upon ourselves.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
we could have been stuck depending on how the dice were behaving.
Nano, you also take 4 points of piercing damage as you fall into this trap full of sharpened sticks.
You
And it's
wouldn't
his
let me
first
burn
one,
down the
right?
barn, so I won't let you collapse the cave upon us.
Collapsing the cave would have also likely not been very successful because the cave is pretty well reinforced by all of the dwarvish structures that were put up as they were mining it out to begin with. Okay, so Nano biffed
Fine.
that turn. What does the rest of the party want to do?
Dashing.
I'm moving again. Yeah.
Nano's down to 1 egg, but she doesn't know it yet.
Can you
Are we
dash
still-
at every turn? Like every.
Yeah, it takes an action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why you don't normally do it in combat, because then you wouldn't be able to attack.
Yeah.
And it gives you 5 more. Is that what you said?
It doubles your speed.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Could I have been dashing with my spell and getting like 120
I'm going to be here.
of movement? How would that work with the spell activated to give me the extra 30? Or I
Does the
guess
spell require concentration?
yes. Yes.
Oh, you'll have to make a concentration check too, Nano.
Ah, shit. Well, I'm sure my
Well-
concentration's dead now after I just fell in this hole and
I was going to say, you can't move right now.
Everyone did their moving?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're back to Nano then, unless anyone. Aniira, Atreya, do you want to do anything to Nano?
Can I try and persuade her to give us the other egg?
Oh, like maybe for safekeeping while she climbs out of the trap?
Yeah.
Make,
I have a what is it? I have strength and persuasion as a
mhm.
rogue.
Make a persuasion check.
Nano, my good friend, you know I would never try and hurt your babies. I just want to help you get out of there. You can't do that with your hands full. We're just trying our best for you.
Nano, you can make an insight check
okay.
to see if you believe that she's going to keep your egg safe. She did roll really high on that persuasion.
It is a 9.
Oh
13.
yeah, no. Aniira seems really trustworthy, Nano. Like really trustworthy.
Oh God, yeah, and I don't know that she stole one of my other eggs already.
You do not.
You guys are all fucking monsters. Baby killing monsters. I hope you all feel horrible about what you're
For the
doing
record,
now.
I was just trying to get everyone to stop.
Okay. So I believe her because I don't have any choice and I don't see any way out of this. So
You hold the egg out to Aniira so that Atreya can help you out of the hole.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okie dokie.
But I'm making the most adorable, sad, pathetic face ever. And I'm saying, please keep me.
Should I tie her up with some rope?
Oh. Nano. Oh goodness. What would be good for guilt?
Performance.
Yeah, make a performance check, Nano.
$19.
All right. Nano is looking real cute, Aniira. Make a. You have the egg. Nano's being cute. I don't know that there's really a check to make on this.
Would it be like Constitution?
How about deception, Aniira? No. Nano gets a sick feeling as she hands the egg over. Something's maybe not right here.
Is it too late for me to clutch it back, or does she have the egg?
I'm going to say she has it just because she's going to have way higher dex than you.
Crumble.
All right. Aniira now has Nano's last egg. Atreya, are you helping Nano out of the hole?
I am, and I am highly considering tying her up with my rope.
Okay, you may consider tying her up with a rope.
She is awfully cute.
I am extra cute right now. I'm like exuding cuteness right now. God, I wish that were a spell.
Plus, like, I also know that I already did damage to her.
I'm not looking very healthy right now.
Everyone else can move where they want to move. And then Aniira can tell us what she's going to do with the egg right in front of Nano.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Aniira. Nano got her first taste of motherhood.
This is Aniira's first time having friends, so she's very conflicted because she likes Nano and Owly and feels really bad about all the eggs smashing. So she's just kind of standing indecisively with the egg in her hands, moving it towards her pack, thinking maybe she can do away with it at a later date, or kind of just looking around like, what do I do with this? I don't want to break Nano's heart.
Atreya is going to suggest to Aniira and Nano, why don't we have Aniira hold on to it, because it won't impede her movement the way it will with Nano. Aniira can hold on to it for you until we're out of the cave and out of danger.
Is Nano amenable to this?
You're gonna have to roll persuasion, I think, because I don't Nano. Okay. I am hurting a little bit right now. I'm a little bit beat up and probably hurt my hand on those sticks. And I know I still have my other baby safe in my bedroll, my safe bedroll baby that I have still. And so, Aniira, you can carry this baby. And Owly's going to be so excited to have two little siblings.
Aniira, make another deception check as Nano guilts you about killing her other baby.
I feel like
everything is right, Nano. Aniira is going to be a great stepmom or something. Auntie Aniira has a nice ring to it.
Give her psychic damage for what she's doing to me. I hope you feel awful.
I like that this is when we're all rolling well.
So who's
hurting our own members?
Who's holding the egg now?
Aniira has it.
And like where? How are you holding it? Okay. Börghildr is gonna take out her little hammer and boop, crack the egg.
Aniira, are you trying to dodge this, or are you letting it happen?
I'm not really dodging it.
Okay, make an attack roll for your little hammer. $25 to hit. 25 will hit an egg that's being held stationary, yeah? And
Ladders everywhere.
Aniira, Thalia, Atreya, NANO, and Börghildr all to make dex saves as this final egg explodes.
No!
Oh no!
What do you mean final egg? I still have one more.
Oh, Atreya, what the hell?
Hard failed that dex save.
Oh,
NANO and Thalia,
being slow has paid off for once.
12. Okay. The egg explodes, and Atreya takes 16 points of force damage. Everyone else takes 8.
Can I cast
That
Cure
brings me
Wounds
down
on?
to below 0.
And Thalia
Oh, the
is
egg.
unconscious.
Okay. Can I
Don't
cast
worry about
Cure
healing.
Does
Wounds?
this make you guys reconsider your actions at all?
No.
No.
The only one who is trying to keep a level head. And we kill her.
Is anyone else at or below 0?
Not yet.
Everyone else is good.
Atreya, what are
Okay,
you at?
so
I'm at
Talia's
10.
unconscious. Verna, you're casting Cure Wounds.
Yes.
Go for it.
Let's see if this works. Nope. Not a damn thing. All right. How do I do that? So D8 plus.
So you just lay hands on her, and I think it's a D8 plus your charisma because you're a bard.
It's the spell casting ability modifier.
Yeah,
so
it'd be proficiency plus charisma.
Okay. So 11.
Okay. Talia's back up with 11 hit points. And Thalia, you now have 1 level of exhaustion from going down.
Oh, I have no idea what that means, but that sounds bad.
So 1 level of exhaustion means that you will have, I forget what the levels are, disadvantage on all ability checks. This is what happens when you go down to 0 hit points. If we were in combat, you would have to do death saves. We weren't in combat, so you didn't have to. And if you continue to go down without getting a good night's rest at like an inn or something where you'd actually be able to recover a little bit, your exhaustion will stack. You can have 5 levels of exhaustion, and if you go down after that, you're like dead for real.
I'm going to just start walking the way we came.
So Thalia wants to leave the cave now, guys. How is everyone else responding?
I feel like we have to check out the other part of the cave to make sure we've gotten rid of them all.
I feel like we have to check out the other part, but also I only have 10 hit points left, so not super enthusiastic.
Can I cast Cure Wounds again? Like, how does that work if we're not in combat?
It's the same. You still have a limited number of spell slots that you can use.
Okay.
So you can still cast spells when you're not in combat, but you'll use one of your spell slots. So yes, you can cast Cure Wounds again if you want to on Atreya or anyone else.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay, I immediately forgot what I told you or what we figured out.
1d8 plus
1d8.
charisma plus proficiency.
11 again.
Excellent. How convenient.
Okay. You guys are headed up to the top of the cave.
Nano actually is taking a moment to check on her other egg that's in her bedroll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And Nano's tenderly unrolling her bedroll to look for her last egg,
Mm-hmm.
wondering why none of you are scrambling for her anymore. and she is not seeing that egg, and she's starting to frantically look all over for it and would begin to retrace her steps back to look for where it fell.
Okay. Anyone
I'm
else?
here, I'm just going to try to stop Nano from going back this way.
Okay.
With a good hearty, hey, we got shit to do, bro.
Yeah. Maybe there's more eggs up ahead. We'll check for more eggs up ahead.
It must have fallen out. I don't know what happened to it. I have to grab it.
We would have smashed it if it fell out because we would have thought it was one of the others. So there's no more eggs this direction. We're going to try the other direction.
Are you going to let me keep those eggs?
I don't know that answer yet.
I need to know. I can't go on like this.
Maybe we need to find you another kind of baby if you have this big of a desire to be a mommy, because this is not it. These are vermin. These are like gross, stinky, not nice underground creatures that are not worth your time. You are so much nicer and sweeter than them. You deserve a baby who's going to love you back as much as you love them. And to be as sweet
Atreya
as
would
you
like
are.
to cast Prestidigitation and make Nano a little tiny kitty cat.
Oh, kitty meow meow.
It's small enough, it just perches on her shoulder.
How
Verna,
do
make
I-
a persuasion check with advantage because that was very good reasoning.
Did you say Atreya?
Verna.
Oh. I'm just sitting here. Oh, dear God.
With advantage, you get another one.
Oh, good. Whew.
Much better. Verna's making
Okay.
some sense, Nano. Good sense.
Verna, how do I make my own baby?
I will tell you all about that when we are out of the cave and we have safely gotten rid of all of these other vermin. I promise. You and I will sit down at the pub with some drinks and I will explain it to you in detail.
Do you think I can have grapey drink?
Maybe some groovy juice if you're lucky. And then maybe you will have heard all about it and whether or not you remember in the morning is up to you.
Okay, but you'll let me have a baby, just not this one.
I will let you make that decision after I tell you how they're made. You might decide you don't want one after I tell you how they're made.
I'm very curious. I'm also very overstimulated and confused, and I'm very sad, and I've cried probably my whole body weight in tears already. Does anyone have a drink? I'm very thirsty. I need water.
I have a forgetfulness potion. Could we just make Nano forget that? The last...
Oh, fuck.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
How long did I say the forgetfulness potion let you forget?
Let me check. One moment.
The last 10 minutes on a failed intelligence save, and the drinker does not know they lost the memory.
That is it.
All right.
That was
If that's
inspired,
what you want to
Heather.
do, Nano, make your intelligence save. Does it say what the DC is?
Shit. Not in my notes. Doesn't matter because I got a 20. Not a natural 20, a 19 plus 1.
The forgetfulness potion doesn't seem to work.
And on a successful save, they do not lose their memories. And with an extra successful wisdom save, they know that there was an attempt to remove their memories. Okay, so I roll again to find out if I know what you just tried to do to me. Because right now this just tastes like good water.
It expired.
Oh, you are very lucky for a 5. My second wisdom save was a 5, so...
All right. Nano just thinks that Aniira had some tasty juice. All right. That could have been interesting. Okay. What do you guys want to do now?
Börghildr has been slowly making her way towards the other cave
Okay.
I think we wanna
hole.
go
I'm going to
Is-
move closer, but I'm going to let Nano pass me and follow the rear.
Okie dokie. Doop doop doop. Borgie. Oh goodness. Where's the thing? Reveal areas. As you go up, you see more of this cave. Okay. Anyone else following?
I am.
Okie dokie.
Do I got to encourage Nano and Thalia to move it along, or y'all just forgetting to move your person?
If you encourage Nano, she will trudge along slowly. But she's just like,
Come on, Nano. The sooner we get done with this, the sooner we get to the pub, and I can tell you all about how babies are made.
left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
You know,
That
maybe
he
we
was
could
visiting
sing
my
a song.
toddler when he was
I know, right?
when he was at the store. He
Toddler
wanted to go
behavior.
home.
Maybe we could sing a song on our way, Nano. Do you have a favorite song?
Sing us one from one of these toys.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'm the bard, so I was gonna, you know.
Let's get to work. I'm super eager. I cut down trees because I'm a beaver.
I was gonna say, I've got a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be surprised for me?
If I knew that,
That
one,
might upset Nano. That one might upset Nano. I was gonna suggest Old MacDonald and he had a duck, but
Wheels on the bus.
Old MacDonald had an egg. E-I-E-I-O.
Old MacDonald had a duck.
With a
You
quack
ever had
and quack, quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack, quack.
Or honk honk.
or honk honk if you forget that they're ducks, or oink oink if you're V.
Oink, oink, boys, oink, oink.
Honk honk would be a goose.
Borgie's heading around the bend and starting
Just
to see
leaving.
more of the cavern.
Talia, are you coming with us, or are you going the opposite direction?
I'm going the opposite direction. I've probably been gone for a while now.
Oh, your character hasn't moved. That's why I was asking. See, the music worked. Keep singing, Nano.
There we go.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my hand.
Here's my spout. Tip me over and pour me out.
Then I get all steamed up. Hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. That's the best part. You get all steamed up.
Oh.
Are we to understand that this map, like, because like we don't get the crystals or whatever, right? So like, is that hole there like?
The hole
There.
is more of like a giant nest pile that looks like maybe the kobolds use as their sleeping quarters. So
What kind of
Probably gross as hell.
what kind of material is it?
very smelly.
Is it the like
nest
rags
pile,
and
there's some
Yeah.
webbing, there's some mud, there's some like dried grasses and scraps of cloth. It's similar to
Does
the nest
anyone
pile where
propose-
it's bigger, and you can see indents
Is-
where like whole kobolds probably laid down.
Is anyone opposed to me setting their bed on fire?
Do it.
I would
I
like
think,
to start.
oxygen is because, carbon monoxide.
Talia,
I'm not
Talia.
there, so
you're not there.
I would like to start a fire with prestidigitation in their nest.
Okie dokie. You start a fire, and it kind of seems to light. How long are you sticking around to see if it burns?
I don't know, a couple minutes. Make sure it catches.
It's definitely pretty smoky. The caves are pretty moist, and this pile has definitely some like mud in it that has a little bit of water. Like the kobolds, they weren't very clean about their bedding area, but with a couple of
You're saying they
sparks-
wet the bed.
maybe. But if you do it a couple of times, you can start it burning pretty good. And
Yeah, I start it in a couple different places.
mhm.
Like if you're starting like a really big campfire.
Aniira, Börghildr, are you just chilling out in there while Atreya starts this campfire?
Aniira has resistance to fire, so she doesn't really seem to notice a whole lot. Not
Okay.
getting super close, but not walking away either.
And you
I'm
guys
gonna
like,
head.
in that room?
I'm leaving this room because Borky feels suspicious.
Yeah, I'm turning to Nano and
I'm
being like,
also,
well,
like-
nothing to see here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Let's sing
burning.
another
We're
After I
song.
leaving.
set like 4 or 5 little fires, I turn around and leave.
Okay, that's fine.
No babies here?
No babies.
Just fire.
Okay.
Just stinkies.
All right, and you guys can make your way out of the cave with no problem. How, Thalia, like, do you stop and wait for the group at any point?
Yeah, I'm gonna get this ladder thing,
You kind of just hang out there? Okay.
like kind of off in a crevice or something.
Okay. That's fine. And everyone else will catch up with you, and then you guys can make your way back out. It's even easier on the way back out because you don't hit any forks. You just have to keep going straight. Even the poorly drawn map gets you out. And when you exit the caves, this little excursion took you most of the day. It's starting to get dark, and I've just dropped you on the map of Tillendale, since you've now exited the cave.
Okay, Nano, let's go to the inn.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm a little
Why
tired.
do you- Oh, would you like to go tomorrow?
Maybe. I took a lot of damage, like way more damage than I've ever taken in any battle we've ever been in.
Okay, I'll keep my promise tomorrow.
I don't know if I'm ready to hear it, but I do want to know soon. I want to be a mommy. Now that motherhood was ripped from my grasp, I smashed in front of my face with a tiny hammer, glaring at
I mean,
Bort.
you're Owlie V's mommy, and
Yeah.
you are Hyacinth's auntie. So other babies will come later.
I didn't know Allie V until after she was out of her egg, and I want to know a baby from day one.
Not all babies come from eggs.
Is anyone pointing out to Nano that that last egg was actually a bomb, not an egg?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Again, I was trying, but
Mm-mm.
No one was listening to our voice of reason in all of this.
Well, and it cracks me up because our voice of reason was like, you let your cleric take damage, and I'm like, meh.
yeah, I'm going back to the church. I am not acknowledging any of y'all's existence. I am.
Someone should probably make a peace offering to her later.
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see how much she lectures us next time. Tomorrow when we wake up.
Are we going to the inn to learn about babies, or are we all going home to have a rest?
Nano thinks she should spend some time cuddling with Owlie and resting first.
Atreya is going to the inn first to like get food because she needs to let Thalia like have a little time to walk it off.
Yeah. I live at the inn, so I'll eat with you.
If Nano has a drink and like stubs her toe right now, she might die. So
Borgie, come have a drink with us at the inn.
Okay.
Okie doke. Anything in particular you guys want to do at the inn? Or do you just want to have a nice dinner and then go to bed?
Dinner in bed.
Okay.
Dinner in bed, unless there's any interesting characters at the inn.
So the
to
four
eavesdrop
at
on.
the inn are the ones who went. Thalia went home, Nano went home. Correct?
Yes.
Nano went.
Yeah.
Okay. Make perception checks at the inn.
Oh boy, I'm tired.
Verna's tired, doesn't see anything. Börghildr 2, Aniira 2. Y'all are just exhausted. Aniira, you do notice Tillendale is pretty remote, and you do get travelers sometimes, but they're not like super frequent. And there is a person in the inn who you haven't seen before.
I'm
They're
gonna
just
point
sitting
them out.
there eating dinner, nothing particularly suspicious. You just happen to notice that there's someone who isn't a townsperson, which, like I said, is kind of infrequent.
Do I notice what they look like at all? Like, are they drow?
Not drow. It seems to be just an elvish man. Very generic. From what you can see, you're pretty tired and you're not paying attention, but you did a quick case of the inn when you walked in just to see who was there, and there was someone you didn't know.
I kind of make a mental note, but because he doesn't seem suspicious, I don't really say anything to anyone.
Yeah, you don't notice anything distinguished about him. Okay. Besides that, dinner passes uneventfully. Do you guys make plans to meet up, or what are you doing next?
Yeah, I think we probably need to go back to the caves tomorrow to talk to the drow to make sure the spiders are all good. And maybe we could reward Nano with a chat with the spiders, and Nano can be the one to tell them that we got rid of all of the scary things.
Okay. When Nano
Maybe
goes,
they'll let her pet the babies.
when Nano
Yeah.
goes home at night, there's something Nano wants to work on in crafting.
Okay, Nano, what do you want to work on?
Nano wants to try using her different bones and random scavenged animal parts to make herself a baby doll.
Okay, that'll take
A
you a
little
couple of nights
voodoo
to
doll?
work on. But you can get it. About 40% done in one night. You get like the basis of the body done, but like the detail work is definitely going to take you a lot longer.
Okay. I'm not trying to make something that looks like now that Nano made like a cursed item, I feel like Nano's propensity to make kind of really creepy cursed looking things to everyone else. Like Nano's gonna think this is really cute, but it's gonna look creepy as shit to everyone else because this is just beautiful parts.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
It's just,
So-
it's not finished yet. Like, there's definitely, like, more things. Like, you could probably add hair to it. You could, attach the limbs a little bit better so that it doesn't just fall apart when you pick it up.
all right.
Can Börghildr work on her stone pocket hawk a little bit?
Yeah. Are you asking Atreya to give you your template?
I have the template. I've been working on this. Oh, yes, I guess I do need the template,
Yeah.
right?
I make her a little prestidigitation hawk
Mm-hmm.
before we split up for the evening.
Yep. And that'll last for an hour.
Yes.
And I had a note of how far you were on that, if I can find
I was
it.
8%.
Yes.
Yeah, I have it down as
8%.
8.
And over the course of the night, or the course of an hour, you're able to get it another 5% done. So you are up to 13% on your hawk.
Okay.
While we're sitting there after dinner, I am just gonna lazily pull out my pan flute and play. Nothing real structured or performance-wise, but like I'm not getting on the stage, but I'm just sitting in my chair. Probably I'm a little teapot
Just
is
noodling.
coming out. Yeah. Sounds like I'm a little teapot, sort of.
Yep. No problem. All right. The night passes uneventfully. You guys can go home and rest. Thalia, since you're resting at home, you're able to clear that level of exhaustion, so you're back to normal.
Wait, did you just say we all...
like a long rest, right?
Sorry?
Just a long rest.
Yeah, a long rest at night.
Do we all get a long rest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's night and you guys are home. Yeah. And then we'll advance to the next morning unless you guys really had something you wanted to do all night.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Thalia, you had a dream last night. It was a sex dream about the bishop. It was a little bit unusual. I mean, it had all like your favorite parts, you know, but normally when you have sex dreams, like you're in them. This time it was more like you were watching yourself.
That's weird. I guess that's what happens when you almost die.
And also inappropriately have a hots for the bishop.
Atreya, when you come out of your room in the morning, there is a note from Bishop Maxwell on your door. Says, "Come see me, have a job for you."
Who died?
Who indeed? Are you going to check in with him?
Yeah, I go check in with him before heading to the end to meet everybody else.
Okay. So you can enter his office, and Bishop Maxwell will look up and say, "Oh, good, Atreya, you're here. Did you get my note?"
I did. What you need?
Yeah. One of the woodsmen found a body, and they brought it in like they normally do. We just need to give it a good burial. So, you know, it's it's starting to smell a little bit, so sooner than later, but like no rush, just you know.
They just found a body.
Oh yeah, you know this is a thing that happens. Um, you know, people go missing in the woods or something happens, and we just need to do our duties as stewards of this land and just make sure that they still end up with a decent burial.
I mean, yeah, I totally agree. Like, they absolutely should end up with a decent burial. I'm just curious if we ever go through the process of like trying to figure out who they are and like who their family is. Like, if they're missing, somebody's missing them.
Oh, not
You know?
usually. What I do is I take note of the person and what they look like and any belongings that I find on them. I hold on to it for me, and I also send records to Yaris and to the churches there. And we do send this information around, but no one's ever come looking before.
Okay, well, I have plans with my friends. We're dealing with some spider problems in the cave for the drow. And we were still kind of in the middle of that, but we're wrapping it up. So I will put it on the schedule for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah,
get him
I left him in the usual space, which is kind of it's a room off to the side of the church, close to the graveyard. It's where bodies are placed when they're being prepared for burial. He said, "Yeah, just I wouldn't leave it longer than tomorrow. It's not so good."
Was there anything like obvious that happened to him?
Oh, I would say so. Yes. Um, you'll see. You'll see.
Can I go look at the body before I head into town?
Yeah,
Please, God,
sure you can.
to know.
Are you going yourself, or are you bringing Thalia? What's your plan
I'm
here?
gonna bring Thalia. I'm gonna be like, hey, the bishop's being kind of cagey about this dead guy. Can you come look at him with me? before I put him in the ground tomorrow.
So, people dying in the woods wouldn't be super unusual. Well, it would be unusual. It's probably only happened one other time. And they're usually in rough shape by the time
Anyone finds them?
anyone finds them. So it is a little bit. What's really unusual here is that it was a fresher kill.
And a whole body, right? Wouldn't scavengers get it pretty quick?
Yeah, that's what happened on Gray's. Plane crash?
Gotta be true if it happened on Gray's, right?
Right?
So you guys can go take a look at the body. Atreya, make a perception check.
God bless.
Atreya, the body on the floor looks a whole lot like your father.
I'm sorry, what? Would Atreya know what her father looks like? Because she was abandoned in the woods is basically like the elf equivalent of a toddler. Would she still have that memory?
I thought we said you would kind of recognize him.
Did we? I
Mhm.
remember us talking about it, but I don't.
Well, I built this on the idea that you would recognize him. So
Okay, well, I guess she does recognize him. I turned to Thalia and I said, I am 95% sure that is my father.
Atreya, not Atreya, Thalia, make a perception check.
Seven.
Maybe. You know, you're of a much more pure bloodline than Atreya is, and you know, sometimes with the half breeds and the mixing there.
Oh no, I'm the half elf. She's the full elf.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
I get confused. Well, backwards then. When people don't mix and breed, you know, it's much harder to figure out where they're coming from and
Those weird recessive traits from the pure bloods, just weird shit.
Yeah, of the two of us, I'm the one with the pointy ears.
And breeding
Mm-hmm.
in there to keep that bloodline pure.
Maybe how do you feel about this?
I don't know.
Why don't you let me borrow your shovel and I can take care of this while you try and figure out your feelings?
Can I go back to Bishop Maxwell and ask about his, like, any of the personal items that were found on him?
yes, you may.
Following very closely behind. I am very concerned for my friend.
Very concerned for your friend.
Forgot all about yesterday.
Awkward. Be first time you see him after your sex dream.
Sounds like it's a pretty standard occurrence, so
Normal. Thalia, make a perception check as you enter the room.
a natural one.
Okay, you don't notice anything suspicious. Atreya. Bishop Maxwell's like, oh, you're back? I thought you weren't going to deal with this until tomorrow. What's up?
I was wondering what kind of personal items he had on him.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Any particular reason?
Because I think I know him.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry for your loss. And the bishop kind of goes behind his desk. There's a bookshelf, and he pulls out a little box. He says, "Yeah, I haven't sent these off yet. Usually they'd go to Yaris to be held in the main church there, but I have them here. There's not much. You see what appears to be a compass." There is a little bundle of papers that have drawings of different local flora. And that's about it.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So I'm going to try to, kind of take Bishop Maxwell aside and be like, maybe this would be a good job for like one of the woodcutters or something to bury. Not our usual grave digger.
But the grave digger's job is digging the graves?
But, just trust me on this one.
He just kind of sighs and is like, "I'll go find a shovel." And he pats your shoulder
Atreya.
and leaves your office.
As he's leaving, Atreya says, "I'm going to hold on to these if that's okay."
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you have found him, so I don't need to file my report anymore. If you can identify him.
Not right now. Just go find someone.
Okay, I'll go take care of it. Have fun with whatever you were gonna do today.
How you doing, Atreya?
Well, I guess I don't need to have Shocking Grasp on hand anymore.
I don't get it, but
the entire reason that I had Shocking Grasp in my cantrips was so that if Atreya were to ever meet her father, she could just Shocking Grasp him.
Love it. That you must be going through a lot of feelings right now.
I mean, I don't know what to feel because, I haven't seen the man since I was a child, when he literally left me in the woods because I started doing magic.
So angry?
A little bit. Angry at him, angry at the universe for not letting me kill him.
Fair.
I also want to know what happened. Why was he here?
To go and do a fantasy equivalent of an autopsy?
Would that just be investigation?
I have a hammer you could borrow.
I have proficiency in medicine.
How would we equivalently autopsy?
Yeah, you can just do medicine checks.
Oh, I think you should stay in here while I go and take care of that.
Okay. I feel like nobody needs to see the inside of their dead dad.
Okay, Talia, make your medicine check to see what you can see.
Let me get my other dice that isn't stupid. $18.
Yeah, this man was very definitely killed by another person. multiple puncture wounds from probably stabbing. You see one in his back that looks like it's an arrow hole.
How many? It's fine if you don't have a number. I'm just being morbid.
How many? He was stabbed 8 times that you can see.
I feel weird about doing this, but like to just like, kind of bless the body and be like, hopefully we can figure this out and Atreya is okay.
Okay.
And then to go explain that there was a murder.
Afoot. Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, Atreya. Would maybe killing the person who killed your father be enough of a consolation to make it like you killed him?
I mean, as long as it's not like Algernon, then yeah.
Well, found eight puncture wounds.
No, that's not a wolf or a bear.
No, and one definitely looked like an arrow.
So they
Others were daggers.
they shot him with an arrow and then removed the arrow.
I mean, you only have so many arrows.
I mean, yeah, but like, so they were intentionally trying to cover it up.
I think they just didn't want to run out of arrows.
I mean, also, yeah. I mean, like arrows aren't cheap, you know.
And like you're in the woods, you only have so many.
I'm also still curious about why he was here.
Understandable.
Like I wandered those woods for years before I ended up here.
And it's not like there would be any way to know, any one of your kin to know where you were, right?
No.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, let's go have breakfast with some friends who can help us solve a murder.
And yeah, let's go.
I pick up the pile of things from the box, put them in my bag.
Okie doke. You have a compass and a bundle of papers with pretty leaf pictures.
Are any of them oak leaves?
Does an oak leaf hold any significance to you?
Atreya has an oak leaf tattooed on her left calf.
Let's roll for oak leaves. Yes.
And are there any snowflakes, specifically 6-pointed snowflakes?
Snowflakes? No.
And off we go to the inn.
Oh, wait, I just thought of something because I was stupid. I'll tell Atreya to go meet everyone at the inn and I'll be there. I'll follow in a few minutes.
Also, was he wearing any jewelry, like a necklace or ring or anything like that?
I'll check.
Okay. and I continue on to the inn.
Oh, god damn it. After that long rest, can I replace Sanctuary with Detect Magic?
Yeah, sure. That's
I'd like to cast Detect Magic on the body.
Okay. Let me check what that'll give you. That bears magic.
It does?
Oh, I'm debating.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, his whole body gives off an aura of magic, an aura of probably conjuration.
And then I'll check for jewelry.
No jewelry. Bishop
Okay.
Maxwell appears to have kind of prepared this body for burial. He washed it and put it in plain garb. And probably would have put any jewelry in the box when he was collecting personal items.
I'd like to double check pockets or anything anyway.
Pockets are empty. This wouldn't have been the clothes that he was found in. He's been dressed in a plain white linen kind of shirt dress.
Do we know
Were they
previous experience where there's clothing that he was found in would have been put?
They're normally burned, but depending upon how fresh this is, Bishop Maxwell might not have gotten to it yet.
Would Thalia know where that area would be?
Yeah, you'd be able to find it pretty easily. You live in the church.
I'll go check to see if the clothes are there.
Okay, yep, you find the clothes. It's pretty simple traveling clothes, breeches and a shirt. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I guess anything, in the pockets. I'll check the pockets.
Nothing extra.
If gonna check all the seams and stuff to see if there's anything hidden.
Make an investigation check.
Ten.
10. Nothing in the seams. Very stock standard traveling clothes. No hidden pockets or anything.
Besides, I'm assuming quite bloody.
Yeah, the clothes is a mess.
Is there anything else that would stand out, any kind of crest or seal or something? Any kind of embroidery?
No.
Okay. Then I'll put them back and then go to meet everyone at the end.
Okie doke. So everyone is at the inn. Yeah?
Yeah.
Atreya and Thalia make perception checks. Okay.
18.
Thalia?
11. 11.
And 11. Okay. Thalia, there is a man sitting in the corner. He is not from the village. He appears to be the same man who you just performed an autopsy on.
Do not like that.
That's sketchy as hell.
Allison, there is a man sitting in the corner. It is your father. Do you guys want to end there for the night, or do you want to keep going a little bit longer? This is a
I think
really
that's a
good
really
cliffhanger
excellent
to end
ending
on if
point.
you want to just leave it at this and think about
Like,
what you want
fade
to
to
do.
black.
It's a good cliffhanger for sure.
This would be the end of a season on, like, you know.
Yeah. Makes you
Riverdale.
wait the whole summer. Find out who survived the plane crash.
Yep.
This feels very like CW.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take
Shonda
that
Rhimes
as a
bullshit right
compliment.
here. Yeah, it is.
All right.
We might hate on Grey's Anatomy, but I've seen every episode.
I stopped
Not
watching
stopping
after the
now.
plane crash. So, like,
Oh.
my narrative imagination, Derek Shepherd is still alive.
I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about it. I don't want
Right?
to talk about it.
That's why.
Okay.
I had bruises on my face from crying from that episode.
Oh, man. I'm going to end the recording now. It'll be a good stopping point.
Margaux,